بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الرحمن.
Assalamu alaikum to all my Muslim brothers and sisters, and peace, peace, peace to all my other friends and followers. What's going on? It's your brother Abdullah. As always, you know we're here in the Gambia, smiling coast of West Africa. How's everyone doing? It's been a long time, so greetings, greetings, greetings. Today you can call me the stranger. stranger. Nah, alhamdulillah. How's everything going? So, yes, it's been a long time. There's been a lot going on. You know, we pushing, we grinding, we moving, we getting things done. We got a lot of projects going on. Forgive me for not posting. Life has just been life, and I apologize. You know, I don't have tons of excuses. But it was something that, you know, been going on that has come to my mind, and so I wanted to address it. And, you know, I wanted to use this platform to address it. First of all, what I'm going to say in this video is probably not going to be liked by a lot of people. And I'm okay with that, because telling the truth is not about, you know, gaining likes or anything like that. It's just telling the truth simply and standing on it. And I stand on what I'm about to say. You know, there's something I want to say just to start this off, so you know where I'm going with this. A lot of us Afro diasporans in Africa, and in Gambia specifically, that's where I'm at, we seem to have the mindset of the white elite. We seem to have the mindset, us Afro diasporans seem to have, a lot of us, not all of us, definitely not all of us, but a lot of us, too many of us, seem to have the mindset of the white elite, as if we are literally, physically powerful, and that we have elite status over a certain group of people, and that, you know, yeah. So we have this mindset, I see, and I want to address that mindset, because blatantly I do not agree with this mindset. I don't agree with this mindset whatsoever. I think it's actually disgusting. It's a new neo-colonizing mindset. It's a colonizing mindset that I think we picked up from those that colonized us, and we unknowingly are putting it on other people. And I'll explain to you what I mean. When you have a lot of people that come over here to Gambia or in Africa, and they judge the Africans and the Gambians for so many things that is not up to their standard, their Western standard, whatever country they may come from. And they judge those Africans, and I'm in Gambia, so Gambians in institutions on par, on equality with the system and governments and things that they come from. And me, I find that this is not a fair assessment at all, and that it is an elitist mindset. But it's not. But it's an elitist mindset that is not. It's not true, because those coming over here, to me, they actually do not fit the standard definition of being anyone's elite. So I want to address this today. For one, you know, one thing, as I mentioned, when people judge the Gambia in Africa, when they come to these countries, for one, I have a question to them. Did you assess, did you study, did you do your research to understand and know that the country you were going to was in fact a poor country? It was a country, Gambia is a poor country. It's a country that's working every day. They struggle and pushing every day to become a better country, a more prosperous country. But at the moment, they're a poor country. They on the come up, though. Gambia has the potential to be the next Dubai. But right now, they're a poor country. They're a third world country. Did you know that before you came here? Did you research and understand where you was coming to before you came to Gambia? That's my first question, and I hope that for those of us who came here that we did our research before we came here, so we understood who we were coming to be with. Next, I want to ask, in conjunction with that first question, one of the things, the biggest complaints and the biggest punchlines that you always hear from Afro diasporans, a lot of them here, is that the Gambians, they want so much from us. They look at us as money. They look at us, all they care about is our dollars. They just care about us as money. We're nothing to them but money. We're the cream de la cream. All of this stuff. So my question to you, are you surprised by this? Are you really surprised? Honestly, really, are you surprised? Are we that like down that we're really surprised by this? You came to a third world country and you're surprised that they're asking you for money. You came to a third world country and you're surprised that a poor person is asking a person that they perceive has money or has wealth, keyword perceived. You're surprised that they're asking you for some of your perceived wealth. The next thing I want to know is, why do you think Gambians think that the Afro-diasporan has wealth? Why do you think that the Gambians or Africans think that the Afro-diasporans have? Do you think they're just pulling this out the sky and they just see us and it's like, you know, you people got money and we think you got... Where do you think they got this notion from? Well, I can tell you where they got it from. They got it from the media. They got it from our culture. They got it from the messaging that we as a culture push, the bling bling culture. They got it from the rap videos. We brag on one hand. We brag on one hand that every culture and everybody in the world utilizes some of our culture. But then we act like we are clueless to the fact that these groups think that we have wealth when that's the messaging that we actually push, though we know that's not our reality. We know we don't have wealth like the messaging that we push. We push a media idea and a cultural idea of this bling bling wealth culture when we know too often times that's not the case whatsoever, not even close. When I say, okay, so my next question is, did you know before you came to Africa that there were other countries besides Gambia you could have chose from? Did you know that? Did you know that you could have chose from different countries? You know there's countries that are in Africa, on this continent of Africa, that are a lot more well-to-do. A lot more well-to-do. Some of them are tremendously actually expensive to live in. More on par. They're more on par, more equal to the deep pockets that you like to project, that you have, that everybody wants, all of this so-called wealth that you have. Did you know there were other countries you could have chose from? You could have went to Ghana. You could have went to South Africa. You could have went to a lot of North African countries. There's many different places you could have chose, but you chose Gambia. You chose one of the poorest countries on earth, and you're surprised that they're asking you for some of your wealth. And I'm not making excuses for Gambia. I don't want anybody to perceive that I'm making excuses for Gambia. Gambia does have its problems. You could say even indecency, because even a poor person, yes, they should not scam you. Yes, they should not rob you, you know, and things like that happen here. But my question is to you, are you surprised? We come from a nation with tremendous amounts of wealth, and people scam you and rob you every day. Scammers are one of the biggest businesses in our hood, in our hoods, is scamming. is scamming. You know we gets busy in our hoods on scamming. So are you surprised because someone else is doing it? Next, I want to know, why does it seem like our people are professional complainers? We are like the professional, we are like top of the line. We are the real elite when it comes to complaining, but we are the most poor when it comes to fixing. If you don't like the way something is, well, why don't you just build it yourself? You don't like a hospital in Gambia, or you don't like this, or you don't like that. Why don't you fix it? And why did you come here and not investigate of how you would be before you came here and accept the place that you're in, that you chose? No. What you choose to do is just be a professional complainer. And that's not right. And you may ask, what am I doing this for? Why is your brother doing this? Because I'm doing what's called holding us accountable. Accountability. There's too much of this going around, and there's nobody with another voice holding us accountable. Everybody is just going in one direction and bashing some poor people, bashing a small country, a poor country. Your country's not as rich as ours. We the best. You sound like DJ Khaled or whoever that. We the best. The best at what? What do you own in America? What do we own in America? How elitist are we in America? Are we really the elite? Is that really what we could? Are we really doing that? Are we really the elite? Is that our truth? If you really want to stamp that, you really stand on that we elite? Stop that, please. We're not elite. Let's stop that. Let's stop that, please. Next thing I want to say, and this one is rather controversial. It can be even tremendously controversial. If you're a Christian or a non-Muslim Afro-diasporan, if you're a Christian or a non-Muslim Afro-diasporan that opposes Islam, meaning you have some level of either dislike or even hatred for the religion of Islam, then why did you choose the Gambia of all places? Gambia is 96% Muslim. It's a 96% Muslim country. Why did you choose the Gambia? There's so many different African countries you could have chosen that would have went more along the line and coincided with your own religion, with your own belief system. If you're animist, there's countries that are majority animist in Africa. If you're a Christian, there's countries that are majority Christian in Africa. Why did you choose the Gambia just so you can make your blood pressure go up by having to deal and look at Muslims all day? And so you can critique them all day. Why did you do that? What's the mindset in that? What's the psyche behind that? This is the question. This is the accountability question. Why are we doing this? The next question I wanted to ask, and I mentioned this already, is, are we elitist? Are we the elite? Let's ask ourselves that real question. Are we the elitist? Are we elite? I perceive not. We are not elite in almost anything. Tell me, what do we own in the West? What do we own in the UK? What do we own in America? What blocks do you own? What businesses do you own? What's your portfolio? What have you done? What have you put before you that you could poke your chest out? Yes, us as African Americans, I can speak for America, we hold one major title in America. That we are the highest spending group of every group almost combined in the United States of it, meaning all we know how to do is spend money. I'm talking about make money, build communities, produce those things that make elite people and give you reasoning for elitist mentality. Where's that coming from? Where's that at? Where's that amongst us? Where's the reality in that? My next question, and all these questions you can answer on your own. We claim that we're Pan-Africanists, Afrocentric, the motherland, African American, whatever the case may be. But do we really consider Africans as family to us? Do we really, in all reality, are they our family? Are those people you see every day? Forget what their religion is. Forget what this is this. Are they your family as you claim? I don't think so. I don't think they're your I don't think they're your family, and I don't think you claim them as your family. I don't think you claim them as family. Because the way that we talk about these people is either one of two things. Either that's not a way you talk about family, or that's something we picked up in America called dysfunctional family. Simple. My next thing in that part is to say, if you assess that these are not your family, then why did you come here of all places? You could have went to Puerto Rico. You could have went to Mexico. You could have went to the Caribbean islands. You could have went to Italy, Spain. You could have went to Germany, France, or Russia. Hell, you could have went to China. You could have went to the Middle East or anywhere else you wanted to choose. Why did you come to Africa? The next one is a story I want to tell. I seen this YouTube video today from a female YouTuber, and she was mentioning how a man died recently in the Gambia. She said another man died, another person died. She was making it a big thing. A man died in the Gambia, and she was saying that he lived this crazy lifestyle. You know, she was exposing his whole lifestyle. He was a drunkard. He was a womanizer. Every time she see him, he with another young Gambian girl, 30 to 40 years, his minor. He's in his 60s. These girls are 30 to 40 years, his minor. Different girls. His lifestyle is crazy. But then she said his death, without no evidence that his death may have been the reason or caused by these Gambians simply by way of association. So, you know, watch who she was given. This is how she was laying it out. The thing I really want to say about that, so at the end of that, she mentioned that she said that when this gentleman passed away, that she hoped that the ancestors welcome him. So I would like to ask people her and other people who mentioned these ancestors, who are the ancestors? If the ancestors are Africans or Gambians, maybe, are the ancestors the same thing as the people here? Or are the ancestors scammers? Are they this? Are they that? And I say that in a joking way, of course. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. It's not my belief. But I just wanted to ask these questions so that we can ponder this stuff that comes out of our mouth and these things we mention. I find it distasteful. I find it abhorrent, uncalled for, racist, fake elitist, neo-new colonizing. I find it amongst these as a mental state of being. And I hope that even if one person watched this video and we can all, check ourselves, one of us, even if it's one of us, to check ourselves and say, yeah, I shouldn't be looking. Because in America, excuse my French, you just a nigga. In the UK, I don't know what they call the equivalent of a nigga, but you just a nigga. Period. I don't care if you Bill Cosby, Michael Jordan, you and I both know. They once said to a white man who was from the lower class, they said, if you could change He said he would not even change himself to be from the wealthiest of blacks. He would not even want to be from the wealthiest of blacks. And he was from the lowest of the whites. Elitist where? Where you elite at? Where you elite at? The prison population in America is filled with over 2 million people, the vast majority of them being our black people. Maybe it's the same way even in the UK, I don't know. But we should really check ourselves. You show me the stats that we elite in America. Show me, this guy Jay-Z is a rapper, he said, since you like to spread this rap culture so much, he said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. So show me the numbers where we're winning at, economically, socially. Show me. It's your brother Abdullah. It was nice spending this time with you. I thank you guys so much, and everybody have a wonderful day. To all my Muslim brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. And to all my other friends and followers, peace.